and put the defense back on its heels.
They'll run on first down. Frazier, and he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Mm. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Frazier, and forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Little. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards.
Yeah.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Going for it on 4th. All right, here we go.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2, but he doesn't come anywhere close. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Up the middle they go. Callaway, and he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Smith brings it in, going across the middle. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This is Smith with a grab. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he's in.
Oh, that's a good move.
Touchdown, Jets. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jets go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting that prior to this game, the head coach told us, I saw this sitting in my chair watching a Tuesday night college game and decided to implement it myself.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
You need me to turn on some of that tape for you?
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
I think we got cold weather coming in maybe again, causing the bones to be achy.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. On second down, it's Little. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you can...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Injury timeout.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it?
There he goes, left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Here's Bass now for the extra point.
I ain't playing around this season. I think I got this shit figured out, man.
21-0. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6.
I know, right? I had a shit ton of money in cap room, so I spent a lot of money in free agency on really good players to beef my team up.
And he'll just take a seat in the
and I got rid of a bunch of players that weren't no count.
Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right now.
Yeah, I got rid of the one that keeps getting holding penalties,
I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Skinner. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Oh, goodness.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down, Lions on a pickup of 13.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Throwing on first down. Skinner. He finds his man, complete. That's Little. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Back to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They'll look to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball, because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
Leaping, and he makes the grab. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll set up to throw. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Nah, I don't think so.
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
Right.
So that challenge is a successful one.
Should just let me have it.
Smith will come in motion
right.
right.
This guy over here.
On play action, they'll throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Back to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Jeremy Ruckert as the first half is winding down. And the Jets continue to pull away here in this first half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Tyler Bass now for the point after. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. That time a 6-play drive. And all of that was capped off by a Jeremy Ruckert touchdown catch.
I feel good, though.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Put it back here.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out.
He's not wanting to risk it for the biscuit.
The Lions going to go back on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Probably not likely to see many starters. The second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. And the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the third. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. And that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
On second down now, it's Little.
Oh, my goodness.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff up the middle. Means. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Well done from a safety to come up there at the line of scrimmage. Nice tackle, too.
Yeah, he actually played into his position, didn't he? He's the strong safety. That means being near the line of scrimmage, cleaning up the run game, almost an extra linebacker, and he relishes the opportunities to put a big hit on a runner.
Oh, where's
and they're going to get this up to midfield. Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard.
That was a bad
because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful. Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough goal for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
On 3rd down, Skinner. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 41.
I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half. This carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On 2nd down, Callaway. And just 1 yard here from the 40 to the 50.
Oh, my goodness. There we go. Who was it? Ricky Copeland. Yeah, you're on my watch.
He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hole.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Lions have recovered.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25. A lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the 3rd quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
To throw on 2nd down. Skinner throwing middle, and it's complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Well, still in the 3rd quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
On 1st down, Skinner. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Skinner. And this is going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Jets are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
He was trying to run it out. All right.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They lead big. Quite the kickoff, really, to this exhibition schedule as they start once more with a 1st and 10. And the Lions Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down. Well, this one probably not the close game you would expect or hope to see in prime time, CD. But, of course, that wasn't their intent in preparing for this one. They said they felt like their offense was ready to put up some points. And, my goodness, it has been a dominant display in front of a national audience.
Yeah, they thought it. And it certainly came to fruition, didn't it? They've been dominant in so many ways in this one. If you weren't paying attention to this group before, you certainly are now after seeing this type of victory from them.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The throw to the middle taken in. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 41-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Up the middle they go. Callaway. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
7 yards there and a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
On first down, Callaway. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. 43 yards rushing for him now to this point. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
19 tight.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. On the move to his left. And the throw there going to be incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
The kick by Bass is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And certainly this not the performance that they were hoping for to begin the exhibition season, but still plenty to watch for in this fourth quarter. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down. Looking to throw. Skinner. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have a Lions first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. On 1st and 10, Skinner throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. They'll try the left side. Little. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
To throw on 3rd down, Skinner. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. He'll return it from the 6.
My backup quarterback is named Alejandro Miranda. Alejandro. I know, right? Alejandro.